That computer's got to be swamped with data. Now, why isn't it offering any prediction as to whether that planet can support life?
It has been scanning the data continuously ever since we first became aware of the planet's existence. But it still reports it to be insufficient.
I don't understand how it can control a reconnaissance flight to that surface and at the same time not tell us whether that surface can sustain life.
Well, in neither case, Commander, would computer be so irrational as to guess.
Moving into low orbit for final descent. Now, Paul.
Confirm final descent now, Pete.
Yeah, we made good time.
Your computer made a bad mistake.
They're 2 hours ahead of schedule.
Check the figures, Connor.
When will they ever learn?
Hey, this one's a weirdie, Ed.
Is that what you expected?
Computer's unusually reticent. I just didn't know what to expect.
They're too low and their G-forces are increasing rapidly.
They're doing just fine by computer.
Yeah, well, computer's got to be wrong. Did you get that, Pete?
On course and holding. Everything's fine.
They're too close and they're too fast.
There is data discrepancy and the difference is increasing.
Check it out manually, Pete. G-forces are 7 above computer's estimate. They won't be able to hold that. Synchronize with our onboard computer.
Both computers confirm G-forces as estimated.
Well, they're wrong. What the hell are you doing?
A little low flying. You jealous?
Pete! Pete!
All transmissions ceased.
Scanner.
The blip just disappeared. I kept on telling you computer had insufficient data. It cannot assess the planet unless you feed it the right information.
Look, I am not concerned about the computer's assessment of the planet. I want to know why it filled up all the normal flying data. Time, distance, orbital velocity, rate of descent, G-factors. Connor, you can't have got this thing more in about face.
But computer does not make that kind of mistake.
What are you telling me I do?
Alan?
Look, it was 2 of my mates that died out there.
Connor's men are making a thorough check on computer right now.
Yes, but so far they've found not the smallest malfunction.
Computer's a problem we can handle. What bothers me is why Irving and Davis had no sense of danger.
Because they believed what that lousy computer told them to believe.
Which is why I want you to fly manual all the way. You're not to rely on the computer at all.
That'll be a pleasure, Commander.
Oh, Alan, for some reason, Irving also ignored all advice for main mission. Now, I want you to obey any order Paul gives you, even if it sounds irrational.
Like I said, it'll be a pleasure, Commander.
I put this chart together from some astro shots I took myself. It seems that we should have more time with planet Piri than computer thought. See, the curve of our course is tightening and we're being drawn closer than we expected.
Well, that could be either good or bad. In other words, if that planet can sustain us, then it gives us more time to explore and make up our minds. But if it's affecting us badly, then the closer we get, the worse it'll be. You all right?
Yeah, I know. Your head is a bit dizzy. Sorry, I'll be all right.
Unconscious. Rapid heartbeat. According to his monitor, he's fine. It seems the amounts of oxygen in our atmosphere were slowly decreasing. Our own hearts have made a natural adjustment. Victor's mechanical heart didn't.
You know what this means? We can't even rely on computer for normal internal services. Damn it. Sandra, this is Koenig. I want you to put alpha atmosphere control on manual and keep your eye glued to it. It's ridiculous. We can't put all our services on manual. We don't have enough personnel.
Cut the direct oxygen.
Well, any after effects?
No. I'm all right. Just a few strange fantasies, that's all.
Oh, any clues as to what's happening to us?
Well, obviously we're having some problems with computer, but I think we'll be all right. You know, I have a very powerful instinct that Piri is going to be just the right place for us.
Well, it'll take a lot more than fantasy to convince me of that. Dr. Russell. She's dead.
The transfusion blood supply stopped.
Doctor, how could you possibly allow this to happen?
I can't control everything. I am not a computer.
Yep. The computer was wrong about the G-force. But I've cut my approach speed right back, and I reckon we're holding her nicely.
According to this, he is right over the crash site.
Down the line, Alan. You're right on it.
They haven't crashed. They're all right. Just hanging there, motionless.
What do you mean? Well, don't ask me how, Commander, but she's all in one piece, and that's good enough for me. I'm going to dock. Just keep her steady, Jonathan. I'm going through now, Paul.
Okay. Good luck.
Oh.
Go ahead, Alan.
It's Amari Celeste. There's no one here.
Alan, get back here. Kano, I want to talk to you. You can sit if you'd like. All right, what's going on? Straight and simple.
We can find no fault in the system.
I just left diagnostic. Sarah Graham was hooked to a computerized monitor during what should have been a simple blood transfusion. She died. Her blood supply suddenly stopped. But Professor Bergman's collapse was due to lack of oxygen because computer went haywire. Now, it's fouling everything from Comlock systems to important data, and we're in desperate trouble.
Except there have been...
Connor, we've got to find out what's going on that planet. And obviously, the computer's not functioning properly. Now, let's find out why.
But we can find no fault.
Then maybe we're looking for the wrong things in the wrong way. Now, I don't understand what's going on that planet, nor what happened to Irving and Davis. But somehow, that planet is affecting our computer here in Alpha. There's one way I know to find out how.
I have thought of it.
Are you willing to go through with it?
As you say, Commander, there is only one way.
All set?
All set.
I've asked David Connor to go through with this because of what's happening here on Alpha. Dr. Russell will fill you in on the medical background.
Connor was one of the few people to take part in an experimental program on Earth. He underwent an operation to implant a complex of fiber sensors in the cortex of his brain. The intention was to link the enormous memory and calculating ability of the computer with the unique thinking ability of the human brain.
Now, that planet is affecting our computer here in Alpha in a way we can't detect. We hope by getting inside that computer, Kano will be able to determine exactly how it's being affected.
I swore I'd never go through this again.
Medically, I was opposed to the experiment, but your case converted me.
What you mean is I survived it once, but the other 3 patients ended up mindless vegetables. What does that do to my chances now?
Yours was the undeniable success story.
Let's get on with it.
Good luck, Kano.
That's it. We're in orbit.
If we're in orbit, we're trapped.
All the time we need.
Victor, I don't understand your sudden optimism about that planet. I mean, so far we've lost 3 men, and that doesn't encourage me one bit.
We have no idea what happened to them. There's no rational explanation. It could happen to any one of us. Yet it didn't happen to you.
Well, I was on manual. Yes, and you were instructed to disregard everything computer told you.
The planet will support life.
Details?
To follow.
Victor, we can't rely on it. That computer seems to be telling us just what we want to hear.
Well, there must be some kind of life there. Some power, at least. And not necessarily malevolent. Come on, John, cheer up. This could be the end of the road.
Victor, when we do leave Alpha for the last time, it'll be our decision. Our choice. I don't like being presented with an accomplished fact. Communications?
Not a whisper.
Alan, we're going down.
Nice touchdown, Alan. Under no circumstances you'll leave the ship. And call you if anything happens. I wish I could be sure I'd have time for that. No place like home.
Helena?
What have you found?
Well, whatever these things are or were, they're dead now. I get no readings at all.
Don't give up, John. Early days yet.
You see these things?
Yeah, fascinating. I'll take a little walk. I'll call you if I see anything unusual.
Anything unusual?